Sir, okay, I was just asking about what your initiatives are now and your recommendations for the MSMEs in order for them to reopen. You were really advocating for increased testing. What's the update on that?
Well, as you know, the economic team was pushing for relaxing even the MGCQ further, no, and I think that is the right approach. But of course, the president said, "Let's wait for the vaccines," which is also a good move. And the vaccines, as I'm told, it's arriving this week, so we signed the back, and hopefully, COVAX with AstraZeneca, about 5 to 8 million should be arriving in March. So, at this point in time, talking to one of the biggest financing companies, no, it seems that many micro, small are affected because they were telling me loans below 500,000 are really a lot of people are unable to pay, no? But the loans that are in bigger amounts, these companies are able to pay. So you can see that the effect of the prolonged economic really problem is going to really affect our smaller entrepreneurs because their lines with the banks are not, as big as what the medium and large companies have. And I believe that as the vaccines arrive, we should really open up the economy more.
Okay, and finally, sir, before we let you go, with vaccines now coming, just in a few months for the ones at least in the private sector, and even Sinovac already arriving this week, plus pending reopening of the economy, is that enough for the MSMEs and the most vulnerable to get through this without additional stimulus?
Well, I believe that in the last quarter of this year, if our vaccines start coming in from May onwards, especially the third quarter, and COVAX comes in, that will bring a lot of confidence. Remember, 2022 is an election year. That is the biggest stimulus. When people start to spend behind election, that is the biggest stimulus. So the last quarter of the year 2021, which is Christmas, I believe that is going to be the chance for many of our MSMEs to really get back on their feet, not maybe yet, at least cash positive. And that is when the economy should really fully open up, no? And that's why we are really putting a lot of pressure on the arrival of the vaccine. The implementation has to be really excellent, whereby we have the vaccines, but we're able to vaccinate so many people on a daily basis to be able to make sure by before the end of the beginning of the fourth quarter, many of our citizens are already vaccinated. Then you have the consumer spending because of election, and then you have the stimulus of the Create Bill and many other packages that the economic team is putting in. Then you have a great year in the year 2022.